Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another uh, figure review. This will be a bit of a quick one just because we do have a lot of reuse, and we've seen these body molds many, many times now. So I won't be covering articulation. We'll just take a close look at the figures and take a quick peek at some of the accessories as fast as we can. And yeah, so that'll be mostly it. Um, but yeah, we'll start off with the Marine Sniper here, because ladies first. Now for accessories, we do get a good fair amount of them. We are only missing her knife. These are my brother's, copies or units. So maybe you forgot the knife. I don't know. I mean, there's nowhere to store it on her, so I can understand why you would forget it. But yeah, there's no knife sheath or anything. But there is a knife. I saw the promo pics and the packaging and whatnot, and it does show a knife. But with that being said, we do have a standard low light gear here. We have the windometer, or I think that's what you call this, to measure wind, to help snipers with their shots. You have a pistol here in the holster, which falls off pretty easily, so beware of that. We have seen this holster. This was with CoverGirl, and like I said, this is low lights gear. The body mold on her. The legs are Lady J. The top might be new. These might be new arms and new hands for the most part, but I could be wrong on that. But yeah, we do have the pistol in green with some black. If I can focus, there we go. There's our pistol. We have an Uzi that we've seen many times in green. Just keep dropping everything. And as you saw, it does come with a suppressor. You can do that as such. And the focusing today is not working. And then we also have low lights, sort of small SMG here, looking very cool in green. Again, removable mag there. So there's that. We do have two separate hands for the different skin tone, depending on the head that you want to use. Because we do have this other head sculpt, which looks very cool. I like the face paint. It looks very cool. The bandana isn't on a ball joint, so it can't swivel. It's a stationary sort of bandana there. But yeah, you have the whole entire different neck piece there. And yeah, just looks fantastic. You have a different sort of head option for the other head sculpt, where you have the glasses, the headset, hat, and then sort of a ponytail, which looks very nice. And then we have the boonie hat over here, which I thought this was just going to be a separate head sculpt, but no, these are the traditional head pieces that we've seen with the classified line, and I think they did this very smoothly. But there's a boonie hat on her. This is probably my favorite. But yeah, just different many options that you can customize your figure with, and you can just have a huge variety on your display. At least 3 variations of this figure, or maybe actually more, because we get the ghillie suit. But trying to remove the head here so I can put the other one on there is kind of tricky. And here's the other head sculpt on there. I had to cut away just to actually get it, off. But this looks good too. I really dig this look as well. Again, this just makes me want to get 3 of them and have this head option on there, boonie head on there, and then a different one with this one on there. If we remove the neck, we can attach this other one. And there you go. You have the skin tone matching at the neck, and then you can swap out the hands to match with this skin tone. So a lot of interchangeability there. We get low lights backpack piece here as well, and you can store one of the guns on the peg as such. We have the same sniper case and sniper accessories here, the suppressor scope of the bipod, and this one has some nice camo paint to it, paint to deco. Not as sturdy as Naga hides, but still not as flimsy as Lowlights. There's a nice in between. But I'll just leave this in here. We've seen that sniper 2 times now. And then we do have the ghillie suit, which should be as easy as just slipping it on the figure as such. And that's more or less how it's gonna look, which looks very cool. We also have the base for the figure. But yeah, arms are free to move around and whatnot. So yeah, overall, a nice figure. Articulation is great. But yeah, not much else to say. Some nice accessories and some nice interchangeability there. Let's move on to the Halo jumper. The Halo jumper here looks amazing. I think it's, I don't want to say it's my favorite of the two, but he does stand out. Now, he also comes with the base here that we saw with the Marine Sniper. We have 3 sort of assault rifles that we saw with the Cobra Viper 3-pack. So we have seen these before. They all have removable mags, and it comes with 1 removable suppressor, so you can interchange it with any of these other ones. You choose whichever one you like. He does have a knife sheath here, so he has a knife storable there. We have a pistol here, stores in there. We don't get the other suppressor for that pistol, unfortunately. And then we get the helmet here with the different options for the headgear, but we saw this with Airborne. So you have a nice 2-tone. The goggles, I do have the others stored in here. As such, we have the other goggles that go on top of the helmet, and then the closed goggles that go on top of the helmet. So you can remove that. Have this laying on there, or this one goes on his face, and this one goes on top of the goggles as such. Then we have the whole backpack diver gear here. I really don't know how to explain this, but this plugs into the back piece there. You have a button here, and you can remove it just like a backpack. This goes over the arms and whatnot, and then so you can remove it, and then you plug it in there to attach it. This has a peg, so it goes into the back of the figure, and then the parachute has this other little sort of rectangle thing that has a hole itself. So you put it in there, and then the backpack piece to secure it in place. You have the helmet here, which looks amazing, but you do have the removable face mask. So again, a lot of variability with display options, and yeah, so that just connects to there. And then you can also flip up the big goggles, or the lenses, whatever you want to call them. They go up as such and down, so that just looks very cool. You also get, some cool paint deco here for this guy. Again, not gonna go through articulation. This whole body mold is mostly Airborne's, so if you have that figure, you mostly know what you're gonna get into. You have this sort of device on his forearm. I think that tells you your altitude and whatnot, I think, if I remember right. But then you have a American flag there. Yeah, the helmet just looks cool. That's what I really love about this guy. It's just a helmet. There's the backpack piece. You do have a lot of space in there. That's where I had these other goggles in there. They fit in there just in case you don't want to lose them. Put that in there, close it up. Yeah, just a very cool looking figure. Lots of cool paint deco. Looks very cool, very cool. And here's the two side by side. She also has cool deco, and she has a new vest here on the torso, so that's also very cool. I didn't show off her little patch there, a little sort of sniper and skull. But yeah, they both look very cool. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of quick review, not as thorough. Let me stand these guys up. But yeah, just a quick little review here. We also have the parachute, which I forgot to mention, but you can see how big it is, and yeah, it extends upwards pretty well. People have been using a styrofoam ball, half of it, placing it in there, just to give it that sort of falling down. I tried to see if this functions on its own. It does not. The figure is too heavy, so it just drags it down immediately. But yeah, that's the review on these two guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.